October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and the YWCA is on a mission this month to educate the community about domestic violence situations and resources in St. Joseph.
News Press Now Leah Rainwater joins us in the studio, and she's going to tell us about that mission and what the YWCA provides for those domestic violence victims. Leah?
Yeah, thank you, Charles. Kirsten. In 2023, the St. Joseph YWCA provided more than 15,000 nights of shelter and answered about 2,000 hotline calls. Because of the agency's help, 406 adults and children had a safe place to stay. Now, I spoke to one survivor of domestic violence who says in hard situations, having resources really matters.
It's scary because if you don't have your one safe place, no place is safe.
Joanne is a victim and survivor of domestic violence. She's endured that trauma ever since she was a child.
You know, I actually didn't know the full scope of what domestic violence is. And it's a lot broader than I really thought.
Ranging from more than just physical, mental, and emotional areas, domestic violence can impact anyone.
There's any violence within a family or living dynamic where abuse, physical, mental, emotional, financial, spiritual, happens to somebody on a reoccurring basis. Even one time, to me, is abuse.
In 2023, the St. Joseph Police Department received more than 3,000 calls for assistance related to domestic violence. In total, the department took almost 900 reports related to the issue.
The average domestic violence victim, it's 7 to 9 times of leaving and going back to the relationship.
And getting out of a relationship isn't easy.
You have to lie to yourself to live day to day.
Domestic violence changes the neurological makeup of your brain, and so people may not act the way that you're used to seeing them, but that's not because there's something wrong with them. It's because they've experienced trauma.
A big sign to look for is isolation.
Isolation is a huge one. Domestic violence is all about power and control. And so a big key to that is they like to isolate their victims.
Isolation is so easy to fall into because when you're first in a relationship, it feels like it's very common for an abuser to love bomb you.
The YWCA has a crisis hotline for those struggling with domestic violence situations. Anyone can call 816-232-1225 or 1-800-653-1477 to get help.
We have trained advocates that can talk you through it, and just because they would call, that doesn't mean they're ready or that they have to get out of their situation or even come to our shelter.
A 2023 report says almost 52,000 victims of domestic violence received services in Missouri, but more than 36,000 requests for services were unmet due to limited resources. The report also points out that domestic violence can affect people of all races, ages, religions, economic levels, education levels, and more. The YWCA is spotlighting domestic violence awareness this month. October 21st through the 25th is Domestic Violence Awareness Week, and the YWCA has numerous informative activities planned to advocate for those who are going through and those who have survived domestic violence. You can visit our website at newspressnow.com to learn more about Joanne's story and what the YWCA has planned. Reporting for News Press Now, I'm Leah Rainwater.